shops since December last year. Their resolve has also been spurred by the demolition of the staff quarters at the Nigerian High Commission right here in the capital, Accra. The situation is already heightening tension between the two countries, with several Nigerian organizations issuing strongly worded statements demanding sanctions against Ghana. Joy News returned to the facility to observe the start of official inquiry into the matter. The Foreign Affairs Minister Shalia Yokobutwe and other high government delegation visited the demolition scene. First, though, some Nigerians resident in the country vented their anger at the High Commission premises about what they say are injustices being meted out to them by the Ghana Union of Traders Association.
If you people are following the truth, we are Africans. And you close our shop for 8 months. 8 months. I have a children, I have family, and I have been suffering since that to today. And you are telling me you haven't able to carry the media. If you tell me you are a media man, say the truth. Let the whole country know that what your people are doing is not good. Guta hate us, and the government is pretending because of the election. It is not good. We are human beings. Okay? We are human beings. We are Africans. We are Nigerians. Even if you hate us, allow us to operate. You can't close our shop and telling us to keep quiet. And I know very well that all of you are going to edit it and use the one you like. Because most of you people are not in our favor. You are not telling the truth. Ghanaian citizens don't know. Ghanaian citizens don't know what we are passing through. Let the Ghanaian citizens know what we are passing through. It is not about us. Your people are manipulating. They are pretending. They are pretending. They are not saying the truth. We are suffering. Okay? You have locked my shop 8 good months. Put it live. I'm saying it. I can prove it. And let me tell you, all of us are selling wholesale. It is your people. It is your people. If you say we are selling retail, let the government investigate. It is your people that is causing all this problem. If you people want us to do something, even if we make a mistake, let the government correct us. You can't lock somebody's shop for 8 months and the person is not eating. And let me tell you something. Use the law and justify what you are saying. Is Guta a government official task force agency? No. Is a Guta an authority to implement the law? No. Let them use the right channel. Let them open our shop. If we will make a mistake, we will correct it. We are law abiding. I know that I'm not perfect, but the truth must be told. Okay? If you say we are one Africa, we are ECOWAS. Let's not focus about the ECOWAS issue. Think about human being. You will tell me that Black Lives Matters. When you have closed our shop for 8 good months, you know how many Nigerians that have died because of this particular issue.
But the government of Ghana is also assuring the Nigerian High Commission it will get to the bottom of the matter.
All right, here at the residence of the Nigerian High Commission to Ghana, and the destruction that you see behind me, it's the staff quarters that had been put up by the High Commission to help with the accommodation of staff and also the diplomats who visit the High Commission. And Friday night, these armed men stormed here with bulldozers and decided to demolish it. And today, we've had the Foreign Affairs Minister, Shalia Yokobutwe, visiting here.
We continue to work together. I mean, even with friends or siblings, there's bound to be issues. But it is how the issues are resolved that will determine the friendship going forward. And I think that we will do all we can to resolve this matter. It can never be plain sailing. For where relationships are concerned. These things will happen that will shake relationships, but I believe that if we stick together and we resolve it, it will be okay.
Who's going to bear the cost of damage?
This is the Foreign Ministry you're talking to. The appropriate agencies will deal with this matter. We have come to have a look at it, to have first-hand information, so that when we are doing our part, we'll be able to do it with a lot of information from a point of view of first-hand information. The other agencies, police is seized with the matter, national security is also seized with the matter. the Lands Commission, under the Lands Ministry will also deal with it. We'll all be involved in this matter. I wasn't here. I do not know the identity of the people. My job is to ensure that they are protected under the Vienna Convention as a foreign ministry.
But the head of the Osu traditional area has released a statement. Is that indicating that they know something about it?
All this will be investigated by the Ghana police. It doesn't fall within my purview to make those assertions, but I believe that no stone will be unturned. Everything will be done to ensure that we bring the perpetrators to book.
The IGP has also followed, the National Security Minister has also followed.
No consent. We have no litigation against us. We were just taken unaware. Somebody that come to your premises around 1 a.m.
You've never been invited?
No, neither. Not to my knowledge. I can tell you that.
You have not lodged any complaint, any part of the police?
Not even through the normal channels.
You mean we lodged a complaint?
Yeah.
Yes, after it happened on Monday.
No, before then.
No.
Was there anything?
There was no
claim to the...
No.
You don't pick on the diplomatic premises. We consider this a serious violation.
And our government condemns it strongly.
And you have papers that
we have our documents. Yes.
Documents.
Yes, complete.
You may wish to brief them on the acquisition of the land and then how...
I think that will be done.
No, I think we'll be talking to them today at 2 o'clock. So.
Commissioner, I even sent you a letter when the press is... I don't know whether you saw.
When was it?
That must have been
on the Wednesday.
But then it hasn't gotten through me. You sent it through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, right?
No, I sent it directly to you.
So I haven't seen it.
Then we are requesting for... Because the people who went to...
requested for Monday.
Did not show up. They didn't show.
But you have my number. You call me often. So why didn't you call me on this?
I felt that, hence we have reported...
When it really mattered, rather, you decide to write. You should have called me on phone. That's the night. The letter didn't get to me.
I actually called the diplomatic police and they requesting that please, this is what happened and there is need for deployment of the police.
Well, Fred Smith compiled that story there, but that's where we have to get onto the streams and speak to the Dean of Academic Affairs at the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, and Dr. Vladimir Chidanso is on stream. Good evening to you, but there could be implications. What are the main implications of this very action that has been taken by so-called security personnel that went there on Saturday?
Thank you for having me. This some kind of infraction which needs to be investigated. The Ghana government has said it has no hand in it. The persons who did that, we don't know yet, but it has been done. So I think until we have a full report of the investigation, we will be very speculative. But the fact still remains that embassy premises are non-violable. I mean, by the Vienna Conventions, you cannot enter the place until you are invited. But several questions need to be asked. Since the Osu has indicated that there has been some infraction and that the land has not been properly acquired, blah, blah, blah. And I think the minister has indicated that all these things will be investigated. Normally, if you have title deed, if the embassy has a title deed, then we don't have any right to be there, be it government or any other agent. So I strongly suspect that it's something which is a diplomatic kind of situation, and it's not going to escalate into anything. Even if it is the government which did that, normally there is an apology and things are streamlined. So many people are fearing that it will escalate into something. I don't fear it. It's not going to happen that way.
This seems to be the last straw that broke the camel's back, because we've had some strained relations between Nigerians living in Ghana and the government itself because of difficulties they've had with Guta ultimately. So that anger has strained the relationship. The Nigerians are also coming in strongly with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, etc., also issuing statements and ultimately cautioning their citizens. How do we resolve this as a country?
Oh, certainly. When these things happen, you have individuals who seem to be angered and they want their government to take some rare actions and that sort of thing. In any place, you have all these things. We have had it since 1970 with Nigeria, when we asked them to go in the 80s, 81, 82, 83. They asked us to come. Ghana must go. In football, we have these things happen. And it depends on how you resolve it. And this is not the last one that is going to happen between us and Nigeria. When you have countries joining or contiguous between us, Togo and the Benin and Nigeria, we'll have all these kind of tongue and teeth kind of relationship. So I don't think Ghanaians should be very much worried. It depends on how the Ministry of Foreign Affairs becomes a little more dexterous in handling the situation. If we were throwing bombs at them, verbal bombs, and they were throwing back, then that would escalate the situation. But here is a situation where Ghana has considered the fact that it's not good. 2, we will investigate. 3, we will see what we do after that. And I don't think that what other people are calling for, the blood of Ghanaians or whatever, or the ministry would work. It wouldn't work. I promise you it wouldn't work. The Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs is well above that. They know that in international relations, these things happen. Some worse things happen. Let me give you an example. The Israelis went and bombed Iraq in 1986. You know, it was a serious breach of international law. Today, Israelis are still bombing Lebanon and other places. Today, Egypt is saying we're going to Libya. Turkey is already in Libya, bombing left and right. These are more serious infractions of territorial integrity and things like that. But we are not at that. We are just at a point where the embassy premises have been violated. How did it come about? And we will solve that problem very easily.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Vladimir Chidanso there.